Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to online class. How are you, students? Hope you all are well by the grace of Allah. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine. In the meantime, I have already given 2 lectures on right form of verbs. Okay, today I will try my best to complete the remaining rules of right form verbs. So I should not extend my speech, extend my lecture rather I should come to the point. Okay, I have already given you 12 rules. Now this is rule 13. Okay, here you will see some words, that is daily, regularly, normally, occasionally, always, often, generally. You have to memorize these words, etc. Whenever you will see this word in a sentence, this sentence indicates present indefinite. This sentence indicates present indefinite. So look at the example. The girl goes to school regularly. The girl go to school regularly. So we can see this word regularly is present here in a sentence. Whenever these words are present in a sentence, generally we will use present tense. So the girl go. So what will be the answer? I am giving the answer. So the answer will be goes. Why? Because whenever you will confirm that this is present indefinite tense, then you have to keep one thing in your mind, that here subject. Whenever you are confirmed that this is present indefinite tense, and then you must keep one thing, that subject. Here subject is third person singular number. Third person singular number. So whenever you will see third person singular number in a sentence, then you have to add. You have to add s or es with the B1, with the present form, with the base verb, with the main verb. So here the answer will be goes. Yes has been added here. I think you are mature enough. You have understood well. It is. Now I am jumping into rule 14. So here you see some words and phrase. Now, phrases at present, at this moment, day by day. So whenever these words are present in a sentence, generally you have to think that this is present. You have to use it in present continuous tense. So I am giving you an example. The farmer work in the field at this moment, at this moment. So whenever you see these words, these phrases in a sentence, at this moment, ei muhurte, so definitely you have to think that this is you have to change this sentence into present continuous tense. So what is the rules of present continuous? You have to use am, is, are, then ing will be added with the base word. So here the answer will be the farmer is working. What is the rule of present continuous? After am, is, are, you have to add ing with the base word. So the answer will be is working. I think I am clear. Rule 15. These rules are very easy. Just now, recently, yet, ever, recently, immediately, etc., etc. And these words indicate present perfect. Present perfect. So I am giving you an example. My uncle visit Dhaka recently. My uncle visit Dhaka recently. So this is recently. We can see this word is present here in a sentence. So just whenever you see just now, recently, yet, ever, immediately in a sentence, definitely you have to think that you have to be confirmed that this sentence will be changed into present perfect tense. So what is the rule? What is the structure of present perfect tense? Subject plus have has plus B3 So the answer will be have has. So my uncle has B3. What is the B3 of this form? Visited. Just now, recently, yet, ever, immediately, etc. So this sentence will be present perfect. My uncle has visited. Have has B3. Okay, these rules are very easy. I am not taking much time for making you understand this rule. Rather, I should jump on another rules. Rule 16. Okay. In a sentence, yesterday, long ago, long since, ago, before, last week, last year, etc. Then you have to think that, so however these words or phrases are present in a sentence, you have to be confirmed that this sentence will be changed into past indefinite. Past indefinite. So example, I am giving an example. He go to, I am giving you an easy example. So yesterday, long ago, long since, ago, before, last week, last year, however you will see these words or phrases in a sentence, you have to be confirmed that this sentence will be changed into past indefinite tense. What is the structure of past indefinite? Subject plus B2, past form. So here answer will be subject is present here. The answer will be B2. Past form. What is the past form? The base form? When. Go. When. So this is a very easy rule, I think. Rule 17. Rule 17. Past indefinite plus after plus past perfect plus past perfect. I am giving you an example. The patient died. After the doctor come. So we can see after here. So here we can see two clauses. Here we can see two clauses. This is one part and this is another part of the sentences. So after. So whenever you see after, you have to change the verb into past indefinite. So here the answer will be, yes, I am writing the whole sentence for your better understanding. The patient died, past indefinite. You have to change it into past form, died. After the doctor come, you have to change it into past perfect. Had been. The doctor had come. Had come. So this is the answer. Rule 18. Past perfect plus before plus past indefinite plus past indefinite. I am giving an example. We reach the station before the train leave. Before the train leave. We reach the station before the train leave. Okay. So what will be the answer? We. However, you see before at the middle of the two clauses, the first one will be changed into past perfect. That means we had B3. We had reached. We had reached the station before. So the next clause will be changed into past indefinite. What is the past form of the word? Left. The train left. The train. The past form of the word is left. We had reached the station before the train left. So I am jumping into another rules. Roll 19. Roll 19. একটি সেন্টেন্সে কিছু ভার্ব থাকলে একটি সেন্টেন্সে দুটি ভার্ব থাকলে ব্র্যাকেটের ভার্ব এর আগে টু বসবে যদি সেন্টেন্সটি দ্বারা কারণ অথবা উদ্দেশ্য বোঝায় কারণ বা উদ্দেশ্য বোঝায় Okay, I'm just speaking in Bengali for your better understanding. Okay, so I am giving you an example here. I come here. Learn English. আমি এখানে ইংরেজি শিখতে আসি. So this is the reason. So whenever you see two verbs in a sentence, then you will have to add two before the verbs which is within the verb which is within the bracket. So here the answer will be I come here to learn. I come here to learn English. So rule okay, I think you have understood. So whenever you see two verbs in a sentence, then you have to think that whether this sentence indicates cause or reason. So if you see that this sentence indicates cause or reason, then you have to use add before the verbs which is the verb which is within the bracket. Am I clear? Okay. So I am going to last rule, rule 20. একটি সেন্টেন্সে দুটি ভার্ব থাকলে ব্র্যাকেটের ভার্বের সাথে আইএনজি হবে যদি সেন্টেন্সটি দ্বারা উদ্দেশ্য বা কারণ উদ্দেশ্য না বোঝাই। আমি তোমাদের বোঝার সুবিধার জন্য এটা বাংলা লিখলাম, আমি তো সবগুলো তোমাদেরকে নিয়ে দিলাম, তোমাদের বোঝার সুবিধার জন্য আমি এটা কী করলাম বাংলায় লিখলাম। ওকে, আশা করি আমি বাকি রোজ তাদের ইংলিশে দিয়েছি তোমাদেরকে। ইয়েস, সো আই এম গিভিং ইউ অ্যান এক্সাম্পল হিয়ার। আই স দ্য গার্লস play cricket. So here you can see saw is a verb, play is a verb. So there we can see two verbs here. But this sentence doesn't indicate any reason or cause. Am I clear? I saw the girls play cricket. আমি মেয়েদেরকে ক্রিকেট খেলতে দেখলাম। Here there is no reason, no cause. So whenever you see there is no reason or no cause, you have to add ing with the verbs which is within the bracket. So here the answer will be I saw the girls playing. playing cricket. So I saw the girl playing cricket. So I have given you, I have already given you 20 rules. This is not actually enough. Actually, there are many rules. Any rules on right form verbs, but these are the rules, very, very important rules for your mastering. So I have already taken 3 classes on right form verbs. Inshallah, you will practice it more and more. Definitely, you will be greatly benefited. So, inshallah, I will be back with another new item. Till then, Allah Hafiz.